Hello, it's me, your pal, Gabriella, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to tell you about 4 games I invented when I was a child or a teenager. I don't suggest you try these games. They're not super fun and great. Most of them have a lot to do with fecal material and or the usage or placement of such. The first game we're going to discuss is called Shit-wrecking. Not to be confused with shipwrecking, as you won't be doing anything with a ship. You'll actually be taking a turd in a special place. Now this is best done at stores you dislike or if you're bored. What you do is you remove the top tank of a toilet and you shit upstairs, also known as an upper wrecker. Or an upper decker, I'm sorry. And you poop in there. It's a good time. That's really all there is to it, I guess. It's a great time though. Try to make sure it's a watery diarrhea or very large shit. Sometimes the owner of the turd castle won't notice for a couple weeks and they'll have time to rot. By then they'll be having little creatures pour into their toilet bowl for your amusement. Next we're going to talk about baby onboarding, yet another fecal game. Baby onboarding is when you lay down the baby changing tables in public restrooms and you shit upon them. Now, it's a baby if it's done well enough and large enough, and it's on board. That's number 2. Number 3 is Mother's Duty. Now, Mother's Duty never really got off the ground as a game, at least in my social circles, just because it was kind of complex and I'm the only person who played it. But Mother's Duty is a game where you take a shit anywhere that's really, really funny. Like, say there's a statue with a bayonet, you take a poop, get some gloves, maybe not get some gloves, I don't know, I'm not you, I'm not going to judge you. And you stick that turd right on the end of that bayonet. Or you take a shit in a courtroom and just wiggle it down your leg, little poop. I don't suggest that, you'll probably go to jail. Anyways, that's Mother's Duty. Now, the final game, I genuinely do not encourage you to play. It is a terrible, horrible game, and I'm probably a giant piece of shit for playing this game. It is called Feed the World. In the game Feed the World, you go to a food bank or a store or any other similar place and you get yourself some cans of whatever the fuck and you proceed to feed the rest of the world. And how this is done is you drive around in a car and you break out windows and peg people with cans of food. I may or may not have played this, and when I did, there may or may not have been a gentleman we referred to as Johnny Retardy in the town I'm from. You can imagine why he was called Johnny Retardy. I'm not a nice man. And he may or may not have been riding down a giant hill on his child's BMX bike, and I may or may not have pegged him with a yay big can of peas directly in the shoulder blade, which may or may not have caused him to flip over the handlebars and go down an entire hill face first and become knocked out. A close personal friend of mine who was still playing the game 2 hours later in the same car, may or may not, allegedly, something like that, may or may not have been arrested for his role in this. Due to statutes of limitation, I doubt very much I could be charged with anything. But, yeah, that's a really fucked up game. You shouldn't play it, especially if you're a kid. Genuinely do not play the game if you're a child. Probably shouldn't anyways. Anyways, it's a different thing, this video. I'm trying to kind of shake things up a little bit. Soon I'll have my own place and everything, so I can make better videos and do vlogs. And I appreciate those of you who stuck around and liked, comment, subscribed, fucking tickled your butthole while you watched my videos. I know, dude, I know. Sometimes you get a finger in there, you pull it out, and it smells just the right kind of gross. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you